think once you go to a studio or attend a class, you kind of realize it's more like a community rather than a cult. Just like with anything, of course, people can get carried away, but I think you should kind of blame the people rather than the whole community. So, I think you would want to go to a studio that felt really safe and comfortable for you, and and just jump into a class that was kind of suited towards, I guess, what you're seeking.
That's a nice way of putting it, Amber, because personally, I would like to again add to what Amber said. Yoga does not have to. In fact, it is not a cult, Judy. What it is, basically, if you look at the dictionary explanation of a cult, it's when you start idolizing one person or one methodology, whereas yoga actually teaches you how to prevent ailments, how to get the most out of yourself and your body, how to get the most out of your life here on this earth. So it doesn't have to be a cult. There may be people who take it to their own different levels. They go into different kinds of yoga and they take it to extremes, give yoga a bad name. We did have a TV program a while ago which had this big question mark after the word cult. Is yoga a cult? Unfortunately, every time I hear that or I look at that program, I've taped it, I cringe and I think, oh my God, every time people look at me, they're going to look at me in a weird way. But to Amber's point, it's not a cult. People take it that way. People, try to get into that realm which is not theirs. Does that answer your question, Judy?
Yes, it does. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Amber. Margery, do you have anything to ask Amber?
Sometimes you hear people say that yoga is an instant cure for health issues.
That's a great point.
Amber's line.
Well, I think that what I want to kind of talk a little bit about in response to that is that yoga works with your lymphatic system. At least the style of yoga that I teach, which is vinyasa, it's a kind of a lot of movement with breath. So your lymphatic system, unlike your circulatory system with your heart, right? Your lymphatic system doesn't have a heart to move your lymph through your body. So practicing yoga allows you to kind of move your muscles and breathe deeply, which are the two things that move the lymphatic fluid through your body. It's breath and pressure. So these act like the pump to move your lymphatic fluid. So at least for things like illnesses with the joints, like arthritis, it can help to bring more movement to the joints just by moving the joints and letting the lymphatic system go in and kind of do its job of clearing the area. It's kind of like your body's sewer, the lymphatic system. It helps kind of move everything around.
So the lymphatic system is like a transport system in your body? Is that
just similar to your blood is also a transport system. Your lymphatic system is kind of clearing toxins out of the body. So, and it's very superficial, the lymph fluid. It sits just right underneath of the skin. And when you, for instance, if you were going to just contract your bicep or your forearm muscle, just moving your hand and breathing deeply, this is helping to slowly move your lymph closest to the nearest kind of cluster of lymph nodes to cleanse the fluid. So you have lymph nodes here, in the armpits. Everybody kind of always remembers the lymph nodes are there or here.
Sweat, right?
When you get sick, right? You're like, oh, my glands, So it's your lymphatic system that's kind of helping to clear your body. So for certain illnesses, of course, it can help prevent or help with treatment, but it's definitely not a substitute for going to the doctor or medication or whatever, and it's individual for everybody. But there's many health benefits, that yoga is associated with.
You know something, Margery? Nothing in life is instant at all. So if anyone's been telling you that yoga provides instant cures, I think they're mistaken, very mistaken, because for anything that good that needs to come out of our lives, we need to work at it. We cannot get it, just instantly. So even for those of us who practice yoga, and I'm sure we're all going to be practicing for a long time, if we keep practicing, we will actually feel the benefits within ourselves. So, yeah, whoever told you that is not correct. Let's have two demos, Amy and Heloisa. Amy, would you like to do another posture that you like very much? In the last session, you enjoyed it, so I'm sure you will again. Amber will help you. Tell her which one you want to do. Number 12, we are looking at Tula Danda,
Oh, Warrior 3.
Warrior 3.
Great.
We also call it balancing scales.
Okay, so we're actually going to bring your block with you, Amy. So just grab your block. And can we borrow your block too? Do you
Yes.
mind? Okay, thanks a lot. Great. So I'm just going to show you really quick and then you go for it. Is that all right? All right, very good. So just come to the front. Use these blocks to hold on. You can bend your standing knee, your standing foot a little bit, and just bring your back leg up. You can use these guys to kind of help you balance. And then eventually, if you want, you can take a hand away or whatever. So I'll work with you. Why don't you give it a try and I'll kind of help you out. So go ahead. Come to the front. We'll do both sides. So just start standing on your right foot.
Amy, relax. Amber's very experienced.
And just lift the left leg up a little bit. Okay, now bring the blocks closer to your foot. One at a time. Yeah, great. Now start to straighten this leg a little bit. Good, and then lift the left leg. Nice.
Try
Lift
not
your
to look on
chest
the
a little
floor.
bit. Lift the chest a little bit. Great. Okay,
Nice.
now keep your balance there. Take one hand alongside your body. And then gently try the other hand alongside your body.
Beautiful,
Yes,
lovely. Nice.
beautiful. When you're
Keep
ready,
breathing.
you can calm down.
Very gentle.
Excellent. Shake your legs and let's do the other side, okay? So come into it the same way. Just bend your knees a little bit and slowly you can lift the right leg up. And she's a very good demoer here because she has her hips nice and square. You want the back flat so the spine is straight so she can really breathe fully. Good, so lift this leg up a little higher if you can. A
Lovely.
little higher.
Nice.
Very good. Now, keep your balance there. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other and just lift maybe one arm. And when you feel ready, try the other arm. Good. Now lift the
Lovely.
back leg up. Beautiful. All right. Whenever you're
Very
ready,
gently bring your
you
arms
come down. Exactly.
Bring your
Relax
foot
your
down.
right foot and shake your legs.
Inhale, come up.
Very
Lovely.
good.
Amber, you
Now-
are so good. That was lovely.
Now, eventually, when she gets really comfortable there, she can try it with her arms in front for a little bit more of a challenge, so she can use the balance. Great job.
It's really nice. Did you enjoy that, Amy?
I did.
Same. You didn't think you would do it. Heloisa?
You're next.
You're next, my dear.
As challenging as it was.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So which pose?
In
did
our
you
next
wanna
episode,
learn?
we'll
yeah.
talk about breathing.
I would like to try the 20.
Number 20, we are looking at Margery,
All right. The
cat pose.
Great. All right.
Why did I know she wanted that?
So this is traditionally done with another pose called the cow, the cat and the cow. So you're gonna start with your hands and your knees on the mat. Very good. And then you just want to keep the knees right under the hips and the wrists right under the shoulders, which she's doing great. Spread your fingers wide open. Your fingers, yeah, but keep the knees a little closer. Very good. Now, when you feel ready, you're just going to drop the belly down a little bit and inhale and just gaze up. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Good. So this is the pose. She gets a nice back bend
Inhale.
here. And when she's ready, she can arch her back, bring the chin to the chest.
Exhale. That's it.
Exhale.
Nice.
Good. So curling there. So let's do that a few times. As you inhale, drop the belly down, gaze up, big inhale. Good. As you exhale, round the back, give a nice stretch. Press your hands down. Good. Draw the tummy in a little bit. Curl the chin to the chest. Good. Let's do it one more time. Inhale to look up. And exhale, round your back. Exhale, 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 exhale. Very good. When you're ready.
Amber, did you say this was a good precursor to the posture we did in the last episode, to
Yes.
Cobra?
That would be a great one for her to warm
you
up
go.
before she does the cobra. It's
Yeah.
because it's a little mini back bend.
Heloisa, you did the Cobra in the
Thank
last
you.
episode, so this is great. Thank you. We have 2 more myths we're going to discuss before we go into 2 more stretches. Who has not discussed any doubts that you have? We'll go with, was it you, Amy? Okay.
I've
I know
read
you
on
have
certain
certain
websites that Om is a religious symbol.
Is that true?
Uh-oh. I didn't expect we were going into that today, but that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad you did bring it up. We'll start with Ambyr's explanation.
I think that as a teacher, I usually try to teach Om more of as a universal symbol rather than a religious symbol. At least what I learned in my study, Om is supposed to be kind of reminiscent of the first sound that was ever created. So it's almost a very basic kind of instinctual sound. It's very kind of relaxing and also simple. And the actual symbol of the Om, when you look at it, it's supposed to be kind of described in a couple ways. One of the little bits of it is supposed to be your awake state, and then the other little part of it is your dreaming state, and then another part is your deep dreaming state, and another part, the little part up at the top, is kind of a veil. They call it the Maya, or the veil, which covers the little dot, the highest self. So it's kind of a symbol that's connecting you to your higher self. So however you want to interpret that, it's up to you. Whatever your religious background is, or even if you don't have any religious background, I think it would, I think it's pretty neutral.
That is one of the most lovely explanations I've heard about Om. I didn't know any of that. I was actually going to give you a very straightforward scientific explanation. When you go through the sound Om, you are oxygenating the mid part of your body where you have organs. So you do your belly goes up, ooh, the air fills in the lungs, and then the sound reverberates in your skull. So if you have another trisyllabic sound in any language that does the same thing for you and energizes those same muscles, oxygenates you in that order, go for it. You don't have to say Om if you have another word. You can do it that way. I do love Ambyr's explanation much more, but scientifically too, Om, when you say it out loud, it does help oxygenate the insides. It gives you fresh air, and you can feel it if you put your hand on your belly. Ooh, you'll hear it. We'll have a whole session on Om one day. We'll bore you to death. But Heloisa, what was your question? You had something really fascinating.
My mind is very agitated, and I see that with the breathing and this and that can come up and take your mind. So how's yoga can help me with relaxation in my mind, keep me calm or give me some
Ambyr,
peace?
she's got me there.
Well, I think yoga works with your nervous system to relax your mind, so to speak. There's a lot of postures that are designed to stimulate the pineal gland in the brain, which helps to release hormones that actually relax your system. So it's kind of using your own body and all the good things that we already have to provide this little calm activity. Also, at least the way I teach is I work a lot of my students kind of hard, and I let them get a little bit of their New York aggression out on the mat, and then they're exhausted. and have no choice. They have no choice but to totally relax. But of course, that kind of yoga is not for everybody. So in other cases where you're not getting like a tough cookie teacher, you can do certain postures, specifically forward bends. So anything where you're moving forward, it's kind of generating a coolness in the spine, and also we say coolness in the mind. It allows the mind to relax. You're moving forward. My teacher says you're letting go of the past when you're doing the forward bends. You're allowing yourself to kind of relax into that. Back bends we do in the wintertime are very energizing and warming and stimulating. So there's different kind of postures designed to kind of do different things with the mind.
Think of it this way. No, that was lovely. Think of it this way. You're getting all your aggression out doing the postures, and at the end of it, your mind is so focused, because when you're doing your yoga postures, you are focusing on a specific part of your body. We will have a whole episode on that. But when you're so focused, you start becoming very linear. Like all the guys out there, you start becoming very linear, and when you start getting linear, you are able to have one thought at one time. That itself is relaxing. As women, we tend to think of 10 things at the same time. I
Yeah.
believe it's called multitasking. But it's also good because we can do 5 or 10 things at the same time. On the same note, if you're able to just discard all those thoughts, it's very hard. That's why people who can meditate, and I'm not quite there yet, but those who know how to meditate, they are able to clear their mind totally of thoughts. Try that. That is the hardest thing to do. We just cannot empty our mind. So yoga helps you. You start focusing on one thought, and slowly when you want to go into meditation, you get that thought out of your mind as well. So it's easy. It's just channeling you. When you start focusing, we'll go into the focus lesson. We have 2 more demos. 2 more demos, Margery and Judy. Which postures would you like to do? Judy? Margery?
Number 19.
Number 19, what are we looking at? Number 19, Parsvakona Namaskara.
Twist. Beautiful.
Rishi, you are very brave, my dear.
Oh, is that a hard one?
No, you
No, it's not hard.
You'll
It's
love
not
it.
hard, but it's another twist. So
You'll
remember
love
to
it.
breathe.
Okay.
Amber, all yours. my dear.
Great. So we're gonna bring your block up with you, okay? And you can start just on. You can start. Do you know downward facing dog?
I'll help her into it.
Okay. Or you can start on your hands and your knees too. That's okay too. Let's do that. So go ahead and start on your hands and your knees.
She's so brave. You
And
picked
then
a good
what
one.
you do is you take the right foot forward to lunge. Yeah, go ahead. That's good. And you can walk the right foot forward a little bit. That's good. That's far enough. And if you feel comfortable, you're going to take your hands to your knees, to your right knee. Yeah, both your hands. Now just lunge the hips forward a little bit. Good. Is your back knee okay?
The back doesn't feel like
You want to put your foot down.
Yeah, put the top of the foot down
Yeah.
and
Oh,
see
yeah,
if you can move the hips forward a little bit more. That's good. Now take your hands in front of your heart and take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, try to empty the belly a little bit and twist towards your right side. So twist over there. Good. If you feel comfortable,
Keep
try
exhaling.
putting the left elbow outside your right knee like this. Take a
Help.
look.
elbow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Now you work there and hang in there and breathe.
Look at me, Margery.
Try to look
That's
back
it.
at Vanya.
Great.
And then eventually, if you feel comfortable, you can keep the palms at the center of the chest. When your back opens up a little bit.
Which means you move your right shoulder further back.
Right.
That's it. Great.
Good.
Lovely.
Hang in there and breathe.
You can feel it, huh?
Good. Now release. Take your
Inhale
hands
and
to the
release.
floor. Good. And you can step back to the hands and the knees. Good.
The
All
other
right, so when you
side.
feel ready, step the left forward.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit of a cramp in my foot.
In the back foot.
Yeah.
Or you can
Okay.
relax a little bit if you want.
Okay. When you feel ready, take your hands to your knee. To the left knee. Yeah, and if I were you, because you're kind of tall like me, I would slide the back foot back, the back knee back rather. So you can use the block to hold on to it if you need to. That's what, yeah. Good. So you want a nice long lunge. Hands to the heart when you feel ready. Hands together into prayer. Beautiful. And then big inhale. And as you exhale, draw the belly in a little bit and twist to your left side. And see how you feel. You
Keep
can
exhaling.
start- That's it. And then if you
Beautiful.
want, you can always help it, with your hand.
Look at
Exactly.
Amy.
And try to look back towards the back.
Nice. That's all right. You're doing great.
That's okay. Now you can always take your hand on the block. Give this a try just for now. Just put your right hand on the block and just try twisting to your left. You can put the left hand to the waist. So this is a good way to kind of start, and then eventually when you feel really comfortable with the balance, you go like this. Okay. Great. Good job.
Inhale. Welcome. Judy, are we ready, my dear?
Nice job.
No, it's hard to select one.
You feel it, right?
Interesting.
Pick one. We have 3 minutes.
Right, maybe number 30.
Number 30.
Wow. Nice. 30 is Mahamudra.
Mahamudra. Okay.
Grand
Well,
gesture.
I actually don't know this pose,
That's
but
all
I'd be happy to help you with it, or Banu, if you
No,
want.
no. But you can teach it, right?
Why
That's all right.
don't you teach it?
Oh,
Okay.
Very
okay,
good.
Judy. Just like we've been sitting on our haunches, do you want to get down on your haunches first? You're sitting on your knees. And your feet are flat, that's nice. Sit down on your knees. All you do, just follow me, all you do is keep your feet flat. take your fist. Now it's slightly different to what's on the postcard, but this is much more refreshing. Put your thumb inside your fist and close your fist over your thumbs. Press it against the lower abdomen. Inhale, and then exhale with a straight back, fold forward. Keep going. I'm not going to go all the way down. In fact, I want to see if I can help you. That's it. You're doing beautiful. Nice. Keep going. Keep breathing. Now inhale as you come up. Inhale, come up. And because we do have a few seconds more, I'm going to teach you the variation that's in the postcard. Take your hand behind your back now. You'll find this maybe a little easier. You did the tougher one first. I always do that.
Okay.
Because when you do the tough one first, you find it easier to forgive yourself. So we're going to do the easy one now. Let's get back on our heels. Keep your chest up. Inhale. Exhale. Fold forward with a straight back. Try to keep your chin out. Don't dip your head too much till you come close to the floor. Nice. That's it. You're doing great. Are you more comfortable this way? Oh, good. I needn't have spoken to you, but sorry. Inhale. Come up. You're doing great. Lovely. This is very refreshing, especially when you want to calm your mind. So, and especially if you have a migraine, make sure that your forehead connects with the floor or with some body part. And migraines usually, because in a migraine, your blood pressure shoots up. Your blood throbs inside your head. So when you have that connection, it helps release the pressure off of you. So if you have a migraine someday, you don't want to talk to me one day, just go down. I'm not talking to you. That's it.
Thank
Got
you.
too much.
I like that nice
you.
forward bend of the
Yeah.
calming action of
Yes.
moving forward.
Exactly what you said earlier.
Yeah.
That's the one for me.
That's the one for you. Would you like to? How much time do we have, guys? Are you still there? 2 minutes. Wonderful. We're all going to get into our favorite postures without any help. So feel free if anyone in the audience wants to join us, viewers, and send us your requests. This is Banu Suresh signing off on behalf of my team, Ambyr D'Amato, Amy Kitchener, Margery Westin, Judy Jacob, Heloisa Dumont. I hope I got all the pronunciations right.
Yes.
Signing off on Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. Demystifying yoga myths, highlighting yoga facts, and monitoring yoga trends. We'll see you in the next episode. Have a great workout.
வேதியில் சோதிவானவன் பொற்றுணை திருந்தடி பொருந்தக் கை தொழ கற்றுணை பூட்டியோர் கடலில் பாய்ச்சினும் நற்றுணையாவது நம சிவாயவே நற்றுணையாவது நம சிவாயவே நற்றுணையாவது நற்றுணையாவது நம சிவாயவே நற்றுணை